покоренных однажды небесных вершин. По ступеням обугленным на землю сходим под прицельные залпы наветов и лжи. Мы уходим, 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 уходим. Прощайте, горы вам детей. Кем были мы в краю далеком, пускай не судит одна Бога нас кабинетных грамотей. До свидания, Афган, этот призрачный мир не пристало добром поминать тебя вроде, но о чем-то грустит боевой командир. Мы уходим, 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 уходим. Прощайте, горы вам видней. В чем наша боль и наша слава, чем ты, земля Афганистана, искупишь слезы матерей. Нам вернуться сюда больше не суждено. Сколько нас полегло в этом долгом походе, и дела не доделаны.
Take a guess. Am I going bald? No, I have a receding hairline. I had a haircut. No, I'm just lazy. I always get the same haircut. Short back and sides, number 4 comb. I am wearing one of my old army shirts too, actually. They're nice and lightweight, which is good in this weather. Oh, shut up. Fucking ATC. Заткнись, блять. Yes, that's why. Yeah, take a guess why. Actually, probably don't, you'll set me off. But yeah, no, I'm not very happy right now. I was debating just postponing the stream, and getting some extra sleep. I had like 4 hours of sleep last night, but it's too hot, so I wouldn't be able to sleep anyway, and I just end up more cranky, so there's no point. Current state of this server is a bit of a clusterfuck as well, which I will elaborate on when more people arrive. Fucking lost both my tires. Are you serious? How the fuck did that pop the tires? One of those days. Dug up this beautiful T-thermos thing. Oh yeah. Oh god. Isn't that a fucking sign of the times? I wonder where blue team might be. I could hazard a guess. some adjustments were made to the mission file, aside from the obvious fact it's now winter. And I've got a whole rant about that, which is going to come in a bit. Don't worry. Don't worry. I might want to stay away from the obvious rant topic, but I will happily rant about Growling Sidewinder server in its current state. You know what's going to happen, Max? You're going to find out from, like, I don't know, watching Antiques Roadshow or something, that specific thing with the logo intact would have been worth, like, tens of thousands of dollars. That's always how it goes. Getting stuttering again, as is usual in this server. Yeah. Understandable. Bruh. Exactly as I thought. Looking at where Blue Team are on the data link. Exactly as I suspected it would be. When I go into land, assuming I survive this flight, which I probably won't, please remind me I have no main gear tyres. I'm playing the Grand Campaign for Panzer Corps. Grabbed a couple of the DLC off the store page for the devs. Oh yeah. Nice. Very nice. See, the thing is, I probably wouldn't get around to playing it. I have so many games which I really want to play and have wanted to play for like 5 years and just haven't found the time, because this keeps taking up all of my time. My DCS habit is getting pretty severe. Like, if I'm away from home for a couple days, I start having withdrawals. It's so sad. It's so sad. I'm fully expecting every engagement right now to be a clusterfuck. Especially with the fucking SPO 15. Oh, what I would give for an American RWR. Like, the SPO 15's not awful, but it's really not what I need in this situation with what I'm up against. I need something that tells me where the missile is and how many missiles there are.
Переведи в Фреплер.
We're gonna take off down one of these side valleys. I think I don't want to be in front of this guy when he pops over that ridge line. This one on the right side doesn't look too bad. Of course he starts turning that way. Now, is this deep enough? Not really. I'll have to work with it. And he ends up directly off my nose again. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. I'm fucking fuming. Don't notice me, senpai. Casually look around. I think this is Mount Elbrus. Looks like it. It's about the right height. Here we go. Don't notice me, senpai. Don't notice me, senpai. If he is what I think he is, he's going to have data link and he's going to know I'm here because the AWACS sees me. We'll hook in right over this ridge here. Also, if he's what I think he is, he's going to outrun me. Somewhere. There we go. I think he's going after those friendlies. He may not have noticed me. It's right on the edge of range. And it looks like he's already dead. Yep. Oh, it was only a Hornet. Okay, it wasn't what I suspected. Less scary then. Yeah, same as here. It's fucked. Really would have liked to move back there. I really, really would have. But it's never gonna happen now. Is this valley deep enough? Looks like it. Those two are in space. Alright, Max. I'll catch you later. I'll try, but I can't make any promises. Oh, that frame rate. As I suspected. As I fucking suspected. Need to stay pretty low here. Ideally off their AWACS picture. Because if these two get me on data link, I'm fucked. Really like cheesing it with the vertical scan erst when it's more effective than it should be. I mean, it's not a useless system in real life, but it's really over-modeled in DCS. I don't really like taking advantage of it, knowing that it works better than it should, but with what has been stacked against us on the other team, I kind of need to. We might slip in behind these two. Maybe catch one or two of them unawares. Dead end. And I've lost both of them. past those two, there's another further out. Way further out though. Problem is, I don't know where those other two are. They're probably behind me somewhere. Just double check with AWACS, but I don't think we're going to have anything close. You can't see them, they'll be down in a valley or behind a mountain somewhere. 333 for 80 is my closest. Those two were much closer. They were like around here somewhere. Get anything on vertical scan. I don't know where those two guys went. I was hoping I could close a little faster and get them before they dropped off picture, but no such luck. And I don't really want to press these guys head on knowing what they have. It's too risky. Also got to keep an eye on my fuel, because I am burning through quite a bit of it down here. We got one up in space. I already know what that's going to be. So we're going to stay away from him. Hey man, how you going? Space cadet behind me is probably going to become an issue here in a minute. I mean, technically he already is. I might, maybe, oh no, he's too high and he's too fucking fast. I'm being full afterburner. Like, I can't pop up and get him unless I come from in front, and if I come from in front, he's going to see me. And if he sees me, I'm dead. Even if I go from the flank, I don't think I'm going to have the closing speed I need. And my fuel's starting to get a little concerning. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it. He's so fast. He has to be generating a decent amount of heat. I mean, I don't really see the point. At that point, you're basically just building a scuffed MiG-29. Similar planform, similar overall design. If you take away the steel construction and the massive engines, you basically have no purpose left on MiG-25. Please don't notice me. Please don't notice me. Please, please, please. Unfortunately, he's above cons, which makes it that much harder to pick him up. Oh, no, there we go. Down. He's firing at someone, actually. I don't think he's aware. That looks like it's going to track, but I don't know if it's going to have the energy. I know exactly what you are, you fuck. I hope that catches you. A second. He isn't reacting, I'm not sure he's seen it. Let's give him one of these two. We're going to need to RTB soon anyway for fuel, so we'll give him a scare, and maybe we can get him to turn into that ET. I swear to God, it is so easy to trash ERs, it really should not be. New camera? I've had this camera for a couple of weeks now. He's just going to outrun me. I know I'm wasting all my missiles on one guy, but fuck it. I don't care. I want this guy dead. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to hit him. He is going hell for leather on the deck, and nothing will catch that on the deck. Nothing. Turn around and fight me, you fucking coward. That's going to go into the hill, probably. Yeah, there it goes. Straight to the dirt. Now he's going to aim 9 me.
Переведи в таймер. Переведи в таймер. Предельный атаки. Предельный атаки. Предельный
Fucking hell.
атаки. Предельный атаки.
Fair and balanced. Good shit. Okay, so the reason that happened is because Blue, being the fucking cowards they are, had a massive whinge that, oh, the SD10 is so much better than the AMRAM, and they get both the AMRAM and both the SD10 and the Phoenix. We need something to balance it out. So the F-16 has been moved to red, and the Tomcat has been moved to blue. So now the longest range thing we have is the 120 on the F-16, and Blue has, the SD10 on the Jeff, and Blue has the fucking 120 on the Hornet and the Eagle, and the fucking AIM-54 on the Tomcat, as well as what you just saw there, the Tomcat outrunning a diving flanker on the deck. Outrunning, what, 3-4 missiles that he was totally unaware of, and then diving past me, and R-27s dive on chaff for whatever reason. Oh my god, just fucking kill me. I swear, like, Blue Team are so entitled. If you take away their fucking 120s, they will stop playing the game. Since they don't have the best fucking active missile anymore, they decide they want the Phoenix, and we're not allowed to have it anymore. You know, as if they don't already have way more full fidelity modules than us. They don't already have more active missile carrying aircraft than us. So yeah, that's what that was. That was a Tomcat flying at 50,000 feet, launching a Phoenix at someone, and then turning cold and outrunning all of my missiles, and then disappearing behind a hill because this thing can't catch up to him on the deck, because the Tomcat can do ridiculous speeds on the deck in DCS. It seems to be totally unaffected by drag at low level. Like, I get the Tomcat's fast, but I have questions about it being that fast, that low. And T-Wiz with the Viper's not going to help because I don't know how to fly the Viper, let alone how to do that. And even then they'll just outrun the 120s, and they still outrange us. And I really need to RTB. Red actually outnumbered Blue slightly when I joined, but I have just developed such an attitude of Blue can fuck themselves at this point that I joined Red anyway, because I really don't care. Like, if you're gonna have a fucking cry because the other side gets a missile that's slightly better than the one you've been slinging for the past how many years with impunity, fuck off. Like, really, Blue players are just the absolute bottom of the barrel, I swear to God. Where did they cry? Probably fucking hog it. I don't know, I didn't see the crying, but you can tell that's what happened, because almost overnight, they were given the Tomcat and we were given the Viper instead. Like, almost overnight. And Blue players have been whining about the Jeff since it came out, so there you go. The Jeff, which carries 4 SD10s, meanwhile they still double rack 10 spam rams on their Hornets and they think they're hard done by. Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. Not even gonna make it home, apparently. Yep. Bet you anything that's a fucking Phoenix. That or a friendly who doesn't know how to IFF. And this is the other problem. It's hard enough fighting AIM-120s with this thing because of the RWR. Fighting Phoenixes is going to be a fucking nightmare. Like, the Phoenix... Here's the thing. The Phoenix, in theory, is easy to notch. I've done it. It's not difficult to do. If it's not too close, and if it's not desyncing too badly. The problem is the desync is so bad on the Phoenix because of the distance it travels that it has a good chance of appearing to miss by several hundred meters on your screen, and then it detonates behind you and you die. Here's the thing. A well-flown Hornet, like someone like Tom flying the Hornet and using Sparrows, is genuinely impressive. But the average Hornet pilot is carrying 10 AMRAAMs and fires at least 4 of them at every target they see. And now we have this. Like, I swear to God, there's this pervasive mentality. It's across gaming in general, well, everything in general, but especially across different military games, including simulators. In fact, it's probably worse in simulators than anywhere else. If the Americans don't have the best, most amazing, easiest to win with thing in the game, people cry. And in this case, the Americans means Blue Team, since Blue Team has mostly US aircraft. Like, nobody wants Red to actually have any chance of even fighting back. If you gave these people their way, they would take away our R-77s and our ETs, I guarantee it. And they wouldn't give up their 120s. Like, they're not good. They're just relying on the fact that they're basically playing an easy mode plane with easy mode missiles. If they were doing what they do with Sparrows, I'd be impressed. Again, this is why I wish we had a proper, like... I mean, the Cold War server's there, but it's early Cold War. I'd like a 70s and 80s Cold War server. And I'd like people to actually play on it, but that's a pipe dream, because these people won't play anywhere where they don't have the best missile and the easiest way of killing people. But like I said, Red has its fair share of easy motors as well. It's why J11s always outnumber Su-27s. I don't know, I'm just kind of losing my patience with DCS. Like, it's still fun flying, and when I can get on the Cold War server or something, it's really good, but, like, DDCS is either down or empty whenever I try and get on it, or, you know, I just have a really bad run. This is really the only large-scale PvP server with people in it, and this is what it degrades to. It's just shit. Like, it's not fun playing on this server for an extended period because it just turns into the same shit every time. Like, the meta on this server has barely changed at all in months. The only development is that Blue are actually hitting ground targets now, which they never used to do. But that's it. That's the only difference. I want a server with no active missiles. I will give up the ER and the ET. I'll go back to straight up first generation R27s. So no ER, no ET, no 77, no 9X, no 120s of any sort, no SD10. I'd be happy with that. I'd be really happy with that. As for the Phoenix, yeah, why not? Make them Sparrow Cats instead. But again, people won't do it. Because they're so reliant on their fucking technology. And yeah, DCS R27. The R27 is drastically underperforming and has been for years. And yet Blue cry about them all the time. Oh, the R27's OP. Oh, how are we supposed to do anything against ETs? Pay attention, that's how. Like, this is the thing. Anytime the balance is disrupted in a way that makes their life hard, they're up in arms and screaming and wailing and crying and insisting that, oh no, that shouldn't be better than what we have. This should be the best. And then, like, they turn around and dick us over, and then they say, well, what are you complaining for? It's realistic. There's no balance in war. Like, get fucked. How about we implement a life point system on this server proportional to the cost of your aircraft and its loadout? So we can have 5 flankers for every 1 double-racked fucking 18. How about that? Let's see that happen. Let's see how much Blue enjoy that. in full Razvam's R24 is better than ED's R27. I would be surprised. The R24 it's not as good as an R27, but it's not bad. It's, you know, relatively comparable to an AIM 7B, I think, for the R23, and I think the R24 is more like an AIM 7F. But that's the thing, the Sparrows are actually pretty good now. Once you're within range, the Sparrows are pretty fucking good.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
3 months, cunty.
Hey, Tony. Thanks for the resub, man. If I am still conscious and don't need to take an old man nap before work, we should do some BFM. Unfortunately, I've had like 3-4 hours of sleep, so I'm not quite with it today, but hopefully it will improve as the day goes on. Just pointing out how Blue Team is so entitled that they have demanded they get the F-14 to balance out the SD-10. So the Flying Circus is even worse than usual at the moment. I just want that 80 service so badly, man. So badly. I guarantee you, you put me on a server where they can't use actives, and I can't use actives, which I don't do anyway, I'll fucking teach them a thing or two. It's getting nerfed, so they'll stop trying. It shouldn't be getting nerfed! The SD-10 isn't the problem. ED's missile fucking implementation's a problem. Like, we've known this for years. ED's missile implementation is fucked because they read the wrong graphs, they mix up different values, like, it's just stupid, man. Same reason the R27 underperforms hideously. Oh, that's right, I had no tyres. Brilliant. Like, it should not be on third-party developers to neuter all their shit down to the level of ED's broken stuff. ED should have to fix the base game up to the level of the third-party devs. And ED can claim that they've got the charts to demonstrate their implementation's accurate all they want, when it's, you know, like, there was that video that Ralphie did where he was interviewing Scat about missiles in DCS a while ago, and that was a real eye-opener. Like, it's just unbelievable how much shit is wrong with them. It really should not be up to the third-party devs to clean up after ED. Like, I get it, ED have other shit they're working on, like a really nice super carrier. That's really cool. I'm really excited for that. But I'd be even more excited for missiles which behave the way they're supposed to. A game which is stable and runs decently. Bugs that have existed for 10 years being fixed, finally. Hey, Saber. Yeah, it will be unfinished and rushed like everything else, most likely. But I mean, come on, how much more broken could it be than the F-16? I guess we'll find out, hey. I don't even know why my tyres popped on that takeoff. They shouldn't have. I was well below tyre burst speed. I didn't pull back too hard. I wasn't overloaded. It's just been one of those days from start to finish. We encountered a Tomcat in space. He must have been about 50,000 feet. He's above cons, way above cons. Snuck up behind him, locked him up with the Erst, got an ET off inside maneuvering range. It missed. He didn't even flare. He didn't know it was there. It missed. I think he just outran it, even though I was well within range. Fired a second ET. He outran that too. Fired an ER to try and get him to turn back into it. That woke him up, and he just spiral dived for the deck, popping chaff the whole way down, so all the ERs dove on that, because ERs, you know, are apparently attracted to chaff like fucking magnets. And then he tore down a valley at Mach 1.5. I was overspeeding trying to catch him and I still couldn't. And I fired off the remainder of my ERs trying to hit him. None of them caught him, even though he was about 10 kilometers from me. And then he disappeared behind a hill and I never saw him again. Sound like blue team with the F-14? I mean, I have been saying for how long that the F-14 has broken missiles. There are some issues about its flight model as well, which seem to have been mostly fixed, but I'm not entirely sure. But the missiles were the big thing. But in this case, it's just people are abusing that. Like, he launched, I watched him launch on someone. He's using 54As. I saw the contrail go up and go for somebody, and he turned cold. Now, if that was in any way realistic, as soon as I fired at him and he turned away, that should have trashed his missile. But no, not in DCS. Collapse is still a thing? Yeah. Sounds about right. Oh, I need to fucking do a repair as well, actually. So we'll tell them not to refuel me. Otherwise it'll take forever. Then we tell them to refuel. The song is Mighty Wings fan-made instrumental, which I do not have a link to, but I got it from Nuts, so if you ask him, he should have the link to it. Lag out the game, yep. You'll get clipping issues for sure, yep. Ground crew won't do shit, most likely. It'll probably be really heavily script reliant, so unless you do the correct sequence of arcane fucking incantations in front of a mirror 3 times at midnight, while eating a green apple, the ground crew or the deck crew won't trigger in the way they're supposed to. It's probably only going to be a thing for like scripted single player missions. I doubt it's going to function at all in multiplayer, which is a shame. Like the haircut, I got sick of it getting in my eyes, and it was getting a bit too hot. I mean, it's the middle of, well, it's not the middle of summer, it's the start of summer, but it's getting a bit too hot, so just went with the old short back and sides number 4 comb, because I'm a creative and imaginative person. If he launches in ACM mode, I think it goes pitbull off the rail. Yeah, but if he does that, he's a fucking idiot, because then it'll go for the first thing it sees, which is more than likely from where he launched that going to be one of his teammates. I don't know, man. People just abuse so much shit in this fucking game. I know. It shouldn't be. I can't wait until the missile fix for the Phoenix, if it even ends up happening, but I'm sure they'll find some new way to exploit it. It's just stupid. I want them to put in dud missiles. Dud missiles aren't a thing in DCS, but by God they should be. I would love to see that. Because, as we know, the US successful launch rate of Phoenixes was fucking abysmal. Especially, I mean, in testing they went okay, but as soon as you put things in combat environments, they didn't score a single kill. 2, I think, what was it, 2 went dud off the rail and 2 missed. Something like that. Then every Russian missile would be fucking trash too. The ERs and the ETs would probably be a lot worse, yeah. But that's not a problem, because we don't use those to be our primary killers, like, or at least I don't. Those aren't my primary weapon. Those are like a spacing attack, right? Those are to try and keep someone away from you. My primary weapon are those 4 little guys sitting on the wingtips, and that... Wait, it's on this side, on the flanker. That big boy there, hiding on the side of the wing root. Those are my weapons. But that's, I mean, that's normal. Like, the thing is, if you look at the successful engagement rate of any missile in a testing environment, and then look at its successful engagement rate in combat, it's night and day. In combat, they're fucking trash. They rarely hit. Like, maybe 1 of every 3 or 4 missiles actually hits what it was aimed at. And, you know, it's more so in the old days, but even now, you still get missiles that are just dud off the rail. You know, pretty frequently. That's not simulated at all in DCS. Kuznetsov is broken as hell, by the way, both in real life and DCS. 2 slabs that keep the aircraft in place while the engines go full afterburner don't pop up. Yeah, I know. I know. That's because the Kuznetsov in DCS is an ancient model which hasn't been updated at all. They did show off an updated version they were working on, which I thought was supposed to be released with the supercarrier, but I don't think is going to be. I think it's going to be a separate thing. And it looked pretty nice, and it did have the working wheel chocks. First 9x fail? Yeah. And I bet you in a real combat environment, a lot of them would. That's just how shit goes. There are that many points of failure in even the simplest air-to-air missile. And that's before you factor in how it's stored. You know, the effective flight maneuvers on the missile, the launch parameters, ambient weather, you know, ground clutter, shit like that. Things that fuck with missiles really badly are either not simulated in DCS or they're not simulated enough. And this is also why the kinds of people that say, oh, dogfighting's over, dogfighting's cancelled, we have BVR missiles now, like, bruh, that's what they thought in the 60s, and look how well that worked out. Just because the missile technology's improved and reliability's improved a little, it doesn't mean that suddenly you can get rid of your guns. Like, there will always be close combat. Inevitably, one aircraft is going to get through to another aircraft, and they're going to need to fight each other in close. Like, that's just how shit works. I feel like so many of these people live in this bubble. The same kind of people that opine about the relative performance of World War II tanks, as if tanks only meet each other 1 versus 1 on a billiard table, are the same people that theorize about air combat. Like, realistically, you can't rely on any of your missiles hitting. You know, if you're banking on, say, let's say you're carrying 8 120s, if you're banking on being able to kill a larger number of enemy aircraft with those 8 120s with no failures, no duds, no misses, and then none of them get through to engage you, you're fucking smoking something. You're living in a dream world if you think that's how shit happens. In a limited engagement, where one aircraft intercepts another, yeah, sure, whatever. But in a real-world scenario, especially an all-out war, where you've got large numbers of aircraft in the air, not to mention air defense, and angry men with rifles, if they get low enough to the ground, like, you just cannot say, oh, well, we don't need close-range weapons anymore. Also, I like how the ground crew totally ignored me when I told them to repair first. That was nice. Yeah, you can't do that. That's how you get killed. Every time someone comes up with some grand sweeping, oh, well, this is irrelevant now, this is obsolete, we don't need this anymore, the next war comes along and proves them wrong and slaps them in the face enormously. Look how quickly the Americans had to scramble in Vietnam to develop close-range combat tactics because their pilots were too reliant on missiles, and particularly in the case of the Air Force, they were too regimented in their flying style. Like, Air Force formations were just too tight, not at all well designed for combat. At least the Navy kind of woke up to themselves a bit. But stuff like that, every time someone's like, oh, we don't need to worry about this anymore, no, you do. You really do. And by the time they adapt for that, the next war comes along and it changes again. Hopefully if we get more Chinese stuff, we might see a Chinese carrier or something. I mean, take the Kuznetsov, add a couple of bits to it, retexture it, and make it slightly less smoky. Done. I'd rather have a more up-to-date Kuznetsov model, or a Baku, something like that. But then again, I'm biased, I'll always go for Cold War stuff over modern. Yeah, exactly. Like, when you're in a real war, you want to destroy the enemy aircraft on the ground, not the air. Definitely not the air. And the way you fight that is by going the British or the Swedish route. Dispersal, concealment, deception measures. Like, for instance, during World War II, the British dispersed a lot of fighter command during the Battle of Britain to satellite airfields. You'd have your main airbase, the RAF airbase, with a paved runway or a proper grass runway and hangars and all that. It'd be fucking obvious this is an airbase. and the Germans started bombing them. So what the Brits did was they started taking over civilian flying clubs and open fields and using those as satellite airfields for different fighter squadrons, and they would paint black paint across the grass strip that was used for the runway, so that from the air it looked like a hedgerow, and the Germans were convinced there couldn't be a runway there because there was a hedge running through the middle of it. That kind of thing. Or the Swedes hiding Viggens in the forest and taking off and landing on roads. That's how you fight that. And yeah, Tarnfeld, that's basically it. Like, most of the work that gets done with fighter aircraft these days, you're going to be fairly close if you need to fire a shot. Either it's going to be an intercept situation where, you know, you've got maybe between 1 and 4 of your own aircraft and then an enemy aircraft, or it's going to be a full-blown war. You're not going to have, like, 2 guys flying at 2 guys. That's not how that works. I feel like a lot of these people just get a bit too engaged with sniffing their own farts, and they get the impression that, you know, because they've watched... Sorry, I'm trying to mess around my setup here. Because they've watched, you know, all these different BFM training regimens and so on, that everything's going to be a head-on merge at 15,000 feet with a 10,000 foot hard deck or whatever. Like, that's not how that shit works. You guys have watched me dogfight 1 vs 1, and you've watched me dogfight on this server when I get surprised by someone. It's night and fucking day. Like, in a structured BFM environment, I'm pretty confident. I can think clearly, I know what I'm doing. In here, if I get into close combat, I'm panicking, I'm shitting the bed, I'm fucking fumbling the controls, fumbling my weapons, I'm missing easy shots. The other guy's doing the same thing. It's totally different. Like, it doesn't even really relate. The only thing that structured BFM or, you know, structured air combat exercises teach you is fundamentals of, you know, to try and get you to do things automatically, but it doesn't always work out that way. I think I'm good to go. Yep, there we go. Also have the Swiss, which are concentrated, but it's under a mountain. Yeah, those are fucking awesome, those mountain air bases. The Yugoslavs had one as well, and the Albanians have 1 or 2, which are abandoned now. Empty tunnels under a mountain full of MiG-19s and 21s. It's really surreal. So yeah, we're 0 for 0 so far. So at least I didn't die on that last flight. That's the sole silver lining of that one. Growling Sidewinder merge speed into a gun's fire is about 250 knots over what you really want. I find it's either that, or it's way below what I really want, because we're already circling low over the mountains trying to find each other, and they catch me by surprise, and in trying to get onto them I dump my speed too fast because I'm panicking, and I end up doing, you know, 300 kilometers an hour, which this thing doesn't really like when it's fully loaded, over a mountain at like the worst possible fucking aspect. That's the thing though, like I need this many weapons. Quite often I'll fire 3 or 4 missiles per target, just like I said, as a spacing attack, to try and keep them from pressing me, try and keep them from... What the fuck is with my tires today? Bruh! Second time. Second fucking flight in a row that's happened. I'm not doing 280 knots, that's 280 kilometers an hour. That's well below burst speed. Burst speed in this is like 320, 330 on a bad day. Like, I'm not taking off any different than I normally would. And I would be inclined to say it's because it's winter, but that doesn't make any sense. That's the absolute opposite of what it should be. The cold weather should make your tyres more durable, not less. Because they're not getting as much friction heat. It depends how hard you pull back the stick too though. Like if you haul the stick into your lap at 280, yeah, you'll probably burst them on the flanker. Just because you're putting that much weight on the rear wheels. But I wasn't hauling on the stick there, that shouldn't have happened. Also, out of curiosity earlier, because it does have a lot of really cool aircraft that DCS doesn't have and probably never will get, I fired up War Thunder earlier and decided, you know what, fuck it, we'll try and bind up our controls for sim mode and we'll see how that goes. So first of all, the control bindings in War Thunder are fucking awful. Like, the fact that launching missiles, firing rockets, dropping bombs can't be mapped to the same fucking button without it doing all of them at once, like there's no way to select which weapon, you have to have a separate binding, is fucking stupid. And there's no way to set curves, like it's just terrible. So I was like, well, this is awful, but let's see how the planes handle. The planes handle unbelievably badly. Now I remember why I stopped playing the air side of that, except occasionally in arcade for shits and giggles. Everything is self-righting. Everything in that game handles like a slow-ass, high-winged Cessna. Like, you'll put it into a roll and let go of the stick, and it will automatically right itself like this. You have to hold the stick pegged to one side to stop it from rolling back level. So you can't make any kind of precise maneuvers because you're constantly fighting the aircraft. You're fighting this roll tendency which doesn't exist because of the way the wings are designed. It's like the people at Gaijin don't understand basic aerodynamics. Like, the whole thing about why high-winged planes are more stable is because of the way, you know, the wing interacts with the airflow versus the fuselage. That's why they use high wings on things like Cessnas and cargo planes. It's why they don't generally use them on fighters. Like, it's just, what are they doing? Yeah, the visual models are nice, but the weapon systems, like the weapons modeling is bad, the flight modeling is terrible. Oh my god, it's so bad. Tomcat killed me with LD10. It might be a desync issue. I did see a couple of weeks ago, just before the Jeff came out, I saw a MiG-21 which appeared to have phoenixes and sparrows on its wings, and turns out that it was just desync. They weren't. They were R3Rs and R60s, but that's what it looked like to me, was phoenixes and sparrows. So DCS does get a bit hinky when it comes to displaying missiles sometimes. But yeah, like, I really wish I was able to enjoy playing War Thunder Sim mode, because I want to fly a Gloucester Javelin, I want to fly a first generation MiG-21. Like, there's all these really cool planes in that game that I want to fly. But the flight modeling is just fucking so atrocious, it's not even worth it. That and the controls, like, why bother? I think that's a friendly locking me. That or he's turned around and the data link just hasn't updated. Yeah, Big Warm Jazz, Blue have Tomcats now because they cried that they don't have the best missiles anymore. So now we've got to deal with Phoenixes as well. As if double racked 120s weren't enough of a pain in the arse. Eat shit. Hornet. I mean, you can with GCI because they can still tell you when missiles are coming, which is kind of broken. I mean, GCI, well, AWACS in general in this game, player control, I mean, is kind of jank, but whatever. Watch this be a Tomcat, watch me get Phoenixed. Yep, it's already out. I love how they can still track through hills. I mean, I whinged about the cat when it was on my side. The fuckers would steal kills and team kill more often than they kill the enemy. They were a fucking nightmare. I've been killed by friendly Tomcats so many fucking times on this server, I would be happy if neither team had it. Or if whoever had it was restricted to only carrying sparrows on it. Fuck them. Like, the people on this server can't be trusted with any kind of active... Fuck it, they can't even be trusted with heaters, let alone active missiles. Least of all the Phoenix, in its current state. That guy's vanished, which is always a good sign. The vertical scan on the flanker is a little better than it should be, yes. It's mostly the Earth that's really overperforming. The radar is a bit as well. But the radar in this is still kind of shit. Just not quite as awkward to use as it is in real life. But by comparison to the AIM 54 and the Tomcat, it is not really even worth registering as far as overperformance goes. I think that guy just turned cold and ran for home. What a surprise. Oh shit. I didn't realize I accidentally strobed the radar on there, but I'm kind of glad I did now. He's probably gonna launch on me if he hasn't already. Fuck! That was not what I intended to do. can tell when I'm flustered because I fumble the controls really badly. This guy's probably going to try and run away, then double back. He seems to be unsupported for now, at least. Let's drop off data link. That's a Hawk site blocking me. He's dead. He doesn't see it. Oh fuck, there's more. We're gonna RTB right now. At very high speed. This thing's not that difficult to land without tyres. Also, I got my guns kill on a Hornet the other day. I don't want to waste time trying to guns kill that guy when I know he's got teammates around here. Like, if I can catch one alone where they're totally unsupported, yes, but he had more coming in behind him. Oh, that's cute. If I had a 73 left, I'd turn around and try and deal with that guy, but we'll just go home and get some more. Yes, Rita, I know. And there goes our AWACS for half an hour! Half a fucking hour! I'm pretty sure it's only 15 minutes for blue. Brilliant. It's cool, I didn't want SA anyway. Yeah, it was 15 minutes the last I played as well. But that was for blue. I don't remember the last time I saw reds get shot down. I'll catch up on the rest of the chat in a minute. Just get across these mountains. It's like comparing PUBG to EFT. Arcade's versus more realistic, or Arcade is more realistic. Yeah, like, that's the thing. War Thunder has always tried to sell itself as being a sim, and I've got into many arguments with people over the quality of it as a sim, and I've always been of the opinion its flight models are garbage, right from the outset. Like, when it first went into closed beta, every single British aircraft, I mean literally the entire RAF tech tree, was between 20 and 70 miles per hour too slow. The Typhoon had the same top speed in game as a fucking Hurricane did in real life. Meanwhile, the Hurricane was like 250 miles an hour, 260 in game. And the Spit was slower than a 109, when really the Spit was marginally faster, but the 109 had a better speed over a wider altitude range. But I'm pretty convinced Gaijin have a hate boner for the Brits because the Brits always end up getting fucked. Like, they consistently get the worst stuff. Not because it was bad in real life, but just because Gaijin find ways to fuck them over. Like, APDS ammo in their tanks is like shooting marshmallows. Because it doesn't fragment, it just goes straight through. Leaves two neat little holes in the tank. Fairly confident I could guns kill the 14 to 21 on Growling Sidewinder. You probably could, most of them aren't very smart. The biggest problem you have in the 21 against a Tomcat is either if he starts turning, like you can turn well too, but not that well, or if he realizes how much raw power he has, he'll just go vertical and you'll never catch him. But like, back when Tawny and I were like wee little scrublets at the whole BFM thing in DCS, we fought each other quite a bit with him in the Tomcat and me in the 21, and I did manage to kill him a few times. It can be done, it just requires the Tomcat to not be fully aware of what his aircraft can do. And nowadays, if Tawny is in basically anything, I can't beat him in a 21 because he knows my tricks. No, it wasn't a point-blank ER. There was a short-range one, and then, oh no, sorry, a short-range ET, then I think an ER, was it? I've already forgotten that engagement. I'm terrible today. But the missile that killed, well, the next missile that went through was a 73, and then another 73, and then as he went around behind me, I finished him with my last. Shooting an ER that close is a bad idea because it doesn't usually make the turn, which it should be able to. Had a really good defense the other day in the 33, working with the Tomcat and the air defenses. We managed to down 5 or 6 aircraft on blue flag PG. Acted as bait, the Tomcats and the SAMs nailed the red players as they came. Noise. I wouldn't even say War Thunder is the definition of Russian bias. I'd say there are mechanics in the game that work in favor of basically, oh hey, the autopilot appears to be trying to land me. Interesting. So here's the thing. The low tiers in tanks, the Sherman was actually the real scary thing. The Sherman was really unpleasant because it had really good armor, as the Sherman actually historically had. Something that Hollywood doesn't want you to know. And it had a decent gun. Not a good gun, but a decent gun. So the Sherman could fairly reliably kill most things, but it would also bounce a lot of shit. Now, the other issue is that the Soviet tanks have APHE, the Germans have APHE, and the Americans up to a certain point have APHE. The Brits didn't. The Brits had solid shot. And so everyone else has these shells bursting inside the tank and doing a shit ton of damage, meanwhile you're basically just plinking little holes in it. So at low tiers, the Americans are the terror of tanks. sort of middle tiers it's the Germans, and at higher tiers it's the Soviets. And then the Americans come back as well. I don't think there's any inherent Russian bias in War Thunder. I think it's more just generalized. The Brits get fucked and everyone else has their level of where they're best at. Certainly things like the Yak-9T are kind of oof, but there's other ways that gets balanced out later. Like the Americans have some fucking fantastic high-tier aircraft. Also, the American bombers are broken as fuck. This time we'll tell the ground crew to repair the tyres before we tell them to do anything else. Hey Fez, how you doing? If I burst a tyre again on this takeoff, I'm gonna be in a real fucking bad mood. I have no idea why it's bursting. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I'm not putting any excess force on the stick, so it's not putting any extra weight. It's always the right rear as well. I'm not putting any excess force on the right rear wheel. I'm not rotating too hard. I'm not rotating too fast. Like, I'm taking off exactly the way I always take off, and which never gives me any problems. One of those days. Spud should be doing some JF-17 BFM in an hour if you're interested. Probably going to jump in with the F5 and make it interesting. I don't know, we'll see. I do need to get back into BFM, I'm really rusty. I've got to readjust the Mirage as well. Sometime the high tier was really in favor of the US, Abrams and helicopter spam. Don't know how it is yet now. It's basically the same. This is the thing. There's a lot of things about American tanks. There's a lot of things about American tanks that aren't technically in the stats, so to speak, but which make them kind of broken. One of them is the fact they're so fucking massive. It's especially obvious with the T-series heavies, like the T-29, T-34. If you hit those things in the side, even with an APHE shell, it will go into the tank, it will explode, and that tank is so huge and so like scattered as far as components go, the shell just gets swallowed by this vast black hole of nothingness in the middle of the tank. Like, you can put so many rounds into one of those things from the side and it will not notice. It just won't care. because you're not damaging anything. The fucking shrapnel runs out of inertia before it finds a module or a crew member. It's ridiculous. And the Abrams has the same thing. Like, I can't keep track of the number of times in my T-64 and my T-80 I put a round dead through the side of an Abrams, and it's just gone through, like, one side out the other, not touched a thing. Not touched a thing. Proposed penetrating hits have a chance to one-hit kill regardless of round type if they're A, big enough, and B, penetrate with enough velocity. Represents crew bailing out of concussive effect. Well, I mean, the way that the game models things like that is kind of shitty. So a lot of the time in real life, if you have a penetrating hit anywhere into the tank, either the crew are going to be maimed, killed, or they're going to bail out in a panic. Like, you do not have multiple penetrating rounds through your tank and stay in the tank fighting. Like, that just doesn't happen. It fucking doesn't happen. Like, either someone's dead, or the tank is so filled with smoke, and, you know, everyone's concussed or confused. Like, you do not stay in the fucking tank after it's taken a penetrating hit. You just don't, ever, for any reason. I mean, we're talking, like, the Americans captured a King Tiger during World War II, by firing white phosphorus smoke shells from an M10 tank destroyer at the engine deck. And the ventilation fan sucked in the smoke and made the crew panic because they thought their tank was on fire. Like, War Thunder really drastically over-models the integrity of a tank after it's been penetrated. Now, of course, a tank can stand up to a lot of non-penetrating hits, that's true. Or you might have like a minor penetration, like, for instance, there was a Challenger 2 in Iraq, which had an IED go off under it. Was it an IED or was it an RPG-29? It might have been an RPG-29. But it had a minor, like, relatively minor penetrating hit on the lower front plate, and the driver lost a couple toes, but the tank was fine. But if you have a fucking tank shell come through your tank, no matter what size it is, that is a significant fucking emotional event. No one's gonna... Jazz? Is there something you'd like to share with us? Make sure they can still finish rearming and refueling me. Man, this isn't fun anymore? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I really wish that there was a server with this number of active players, you know, for this many hours a day, but good, basically. Like, DCS, when I try to get on, is either empty or one side's stacked and the other's not, or something like that. If you had a server which had this server's population, but like an actually good mission, and loadouts which prevent people from cheesing it with fucking double wrap spam rams or fucking 6 Phoenixes per Tomcat or whatever, it would be awesome. I'd start enjoying this game again a lot more. Because War Thunder's catering to small, fast maps is perfect for Abrams, high mobility, and it was really survivable with its extra crew members and blowout panels. Yeah, that with... same thing with the MBT. The MBT-70 when it came out was broken as fuck for the exact same reason. It could move to a position so quickly and just dominate the map from that. It was the same as like when I used to play World of Tanks. I had a really high-risk, high-reward kind of gameplay where I'd rush a really prominent position where I would get fucked if I had no support. But if I did have support and if I got there first, I could lock down a whole section of the map and no one could really dig me out of it. Just having a quick shower, then I'll be on if you're keen. Oh fuck yes, we'll do some BFM. No one will play in a server that doesn't have Airquake. Well, even if it's Airquake, but without the fucking bullshit 120 spam and fucking SD10 spam and Phoenix spam, I'd be down for that. Like, even if everyone's still flying in conga lines, but it's just with the older weapons, I'd totally play on there. That's why I say, like, I would like the 80s server back, and I'd like people to actually play on it. It would be fun. I'd enjoy that. Also, I really wish my music bot would learn to just skip songs if it can't play them. Yeah, things like that, the armor degradation from multiple hits, spalling, the edge effect, which is something that wasn't even very well understood during World War II, and the Germans suffered badly from it because of their interlocked welds, which was in itself a side product of Germany having really shitty welding techniques and poor metal. German welds looked really good, but in terms of actual structural integrity, they were fucking atrocious. Whereas Soviet welds often leaked water, and looked like arse, but they held together well under combat. Welds aren't meant to look pretty. They're not necessarily even meant to be watertight in a tank. They're meant to keep the tank together. That's a bit loud, hey? Just a little bit loud. There we go. I'm on Growling Sidewinder server at the moment. Also, yeah, sorry about the music volume. Unfortunately, there's no, like, volume check for the bot, so some songs are really, really quiet, and some are really, really loud, and I tend to forget to adjust the volume. See, there we go, 280, no tyre burst. It wasn't the speed, it was something else. It might have been bad luck, I don't know. And yeah, that's the other thing, like, not just that, but the practice of using track links as applique armor, that actually hurt the armor of the tank, because it meant that the shells would bite into the mild steel tracks, normalize against the armor plate, and then dig into the armor plate. It basically did the shell's job for it. But it wasn't a well understood effect, and it was kind of decided upon that the morale value of having the supposed additional armor was enough to offset the actual damage that it did. Oh boy. At least we have some hills here. Yep, there it is. That's what, probably 3 missiles, 4 at this point? Oh, we nearly sad turtled there. That was a bit too aggressive. Do not press down on the flanker like that. She doesn't like it. Where are you, shithead? Oh, there we go. Ah, of course. Spams active missiles at me until he's point blank. This is why this server's not fun. Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was firing Phoenixes at me until he was point blank range, then he got an A9 at me before I could react. Like, this is the problem. I'm forced to defeat Phoenix after Phoenix after Phoenix after Phoenix until he's right on top of me, and there's nothing I can do because I have no support up here by myself. Like, it's just... Yeah, below 208 kilometers an hour, not knots. Make sure it's in kilometers an hour. I usually hold it until 250. That is... just infuriating. That's all they know how to do. That's all they know how to do. And yeah, if he'd used a Sparrow, he would have killed me earlier. Like, that's the insulting thing. If he was actually good, and he'd used one of his Sparrows, he would have killed me. You can't notch a Sparrow at that distance. It doesn't happen. Like... I know I get a bit like a broken record on this, but there's just something really frustrating about dying to people who aren't even good. They're just so over-reliant on the fact they have better missiles than us. You fly on any Australian servers, OCG? I used to fly on OCG like a year ago when I first started streaming DCS, but I don't really do PvE at all. It just doesn't interest me, to be honest. I pretty much quit PvE and went to pure PvP, probably like March, April, maybe a bit later. That guy's probably still hanging around. Well, the thing is, the German skirts were, yeah, they were intended for 14.5 AT rifles, not heat. It was realized later that it was good against heat if you got the spacing right, but that wasn't what it was originally designed for. And in any case, the Germans were really the only large-scale users of heat rounds, especially on the Eastern Front. Then again, the Germans had a habit of developing protection for things that only they actually used, like the Zimmerit coating on their tanks. Should BFM? I think Tawny's going to actually go live and get his server up and running, so we should be able to do some BFM on that if he does. Gotcha. I'll be over there in a minute. I just want to see if I can swat that fucking F-14 before he gets away. He has successfully pissed me off. Oh god, someone's trying to land as well. Just make sure he sees me. He stays left and I stay left, we should be right. Oh, hang on! What are you? Oh, it's a MiG-21. Those were his landing lights I saw. I thought he was dropping bombs or something. That's probably the Tomcat that got me up my nose. Here we go, he's woken up. So we can expect the same thing again. Almost certainly. Yep, here it comes. So now he actually has sparrows that he'll probably shoot. Hi, gun. Problem is, I'm over really bad terrain for this. It's too flat here. And there's a second one coming, of course. The second one's probably going to start spamming phoenixes at me while I'm fighting the first. So I'm going to end up in the same situation just with two of them. Here comes the spacing shot. There is basically zero chance of that hitting him, especially as I'm breaking off now. That probably won't track. Yep, and he's already ditched me in the mountains. I don't know where the second one went, but he's probably lurking around somewhere.
Послушали концерт для вас, товарищи мои, для вас, товарищи мои. Подготовил его и создали противник. Но редактор верно.
Hello.
Оператор до свидания. Снова.
There's a hornet. Imagine being that guy. Something else behind me. Allegedly. As well as this guy close. There he is. Oh yes, overshoot me, buddy. Bye bye. Oh, not looking too healthy there, bud. He's dead. Peace out. I think the other one's right on top of me, which is not good because I'm out of 73s. So we're going to probably die here. There he is. That is an F-15. I don't know if he saw me. Oh, maybe he did. He's going high. That probably won't make the turn. And we're stalled, because I'm a bad pilot. I'm also out of flares, which is brilliant. Please bail me out, teammate. Can't actually see him anymore, but he's probably going to launch a 9 at me any second. Hopefully, my teammate freaks him out a little. Oh, there it is. I knew that was coming. Well, we got 2. We got 2. If I hadn't wasted the second 73 on that Tomcat, if I'd gunned him to finish him off instead, I might have got that guy, maybe. Also, I think my game crashed? Or something. My game is frozen, that's for sure. Yep, game crashed. Thanks, DCS. What an excellent, stable game.
Техник даст мне сигарету. Эх, ребята, будем жить.
Alright, I shall be in shortly. While I'm waiting for DCS to launch back up, I'm going to grab a drink and attempt to speak English. I'll be right back. I mean, it doesn't matter I'm on open beta. Stable is literally last week's open beta client, so it makes no difference. They're both unstable. The difference is, open beta actually has players on it. So you may as well play the version that has players on it and has more content, because they're both unstable. Because ED have not bothered to fix core game issues that have existed for over 10 years. Oh, whoops. Hello, hello.
Hello, mate.
Kind of disappointed that I didn't have any 73s left.
Hello.
If I made that a 3 kill, that would have
What's
been
going on,
awesome.
boys?
Not much.
That's it. Here we are.
Alright, what do we want to do, boys? We've got 4 of us. We can do 2v2 straight off the bat.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good, sounds good.
I always say this, but I really do need to actually start checking tac views.
I'll
I want to
roll
see
the
how
loop.
many Phoenixes that guy fired at me. It would have been a
So if you're
fucking
going to
lot.
go in the... So go up to slot,
Oh, is it?
or the 2v2 jazz, and you go
Oh,
up.
that's right, yeah.
And then just make sure whoever else is on your team, you go in a second aircraft.
Yep.
Like the second slot, yeah. You Trip, take the second Jeff. Otherwise we'll spawn on top.
No shit. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna service pause, everyone load in.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
Loaded.
I saw a baguette at the
And then when your
today, it
textures
said
are loaded,
bread
let me
in
know and I'll unpause it.
captivity.
Hey Jeff. Thanks for the resub.
I'm good.
You boys good? Russell's good?
Yep, I'm good.
Let's get him, Trip.
Hey, try my best. Never flew with somebody before.
Hey, alright. Just tell me who you got, and if someone's on you, let me know. I'll try and help you.
I'm on right.
Go left.
Of course it'd be Tawny.
There you go.
You see bullets down there?
Oh yeah, they've definitely
Yeah, I must
adjusted this
say,
thing.
I'm
I
blind.
used to be able to hold him through those turns. She's not what she once
If I-
was. Still capable, but it's going to be a little more difficult now.
Anyone?
I'm following Tawny down.
Oh. Good sh
Oh, you dead?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Roger.
Are you defensive, Ross?
Nope.
Gosh.
Birdie spike.
Ray gun, ray gun.
Yeah, that's me you got.
I see the Hornet.
Rolled out at the right time there.
Gun
Yes.
jam. Nice.
Fucking parachutes.
You can definitely feel the adjustments they made to this. It doesn't hold with you nearly as well over the top, like when you go over in the top of the loop anymore. I was
Oh, yeah.
really bleeding auto speed there.
Got caught out by the parachute. If you get shot down, boys, don't eject. Just go to back to spectators. Otherwise, they fucking parachutes all over.
Oops, hang on.
alright.
All good. Alright, hit and fly. It's annoying that parachutes don't disappear when you reslide.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
Got the one on top.
I got right.
Alright. Go
I
left.
disregard. Yeah, no, okay, you go left.
Okay.
Hey Griffin, thanks for the follow, dude. Yes, my cockpit will look different. I'm using a mod for different like HUD symbology and stuff.
I lost.
You down? Jack,
I don't know. What's that?
did you get shot down or did you just lose sight?
Nah, I just lost sight.
Okay. I saw you
Over
fly
the
between me
FM.
and Tawny.
Oh shit, okay.
How you going, Troop? You got talent on him?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
right behind
six.
Roger.
Not really playing to my strengths here, unfortunately. Oh, nicked me. Feels like she's bowling, so he must have done some decent damage to one wing. The Mirage gets very rolly when it takes hits. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot different since the update. Like, it has nowhere near the energy retention it used to have. Doesn't regain it as well either, so I have to play much more carefully, which I'm struggling to do if I'm honest. Fuck! Oh, there's a hit. Not enough to kill him though. Oh, I think I knocked out his computer, or his HUD, because he's testing his gun there. So that means good things. Should make my life easier if he's fighting his jet.
Oh no, that's crazy. You shot me, all my computers went out, and they just turned back on again. Listen.
Yeah, I saw you testing your gun there. Gotta be careful I don't rip a wing here in his jet wash, because it's broken at the moment.
You on defensive tour?
I'm defensive.
Oh, couldn't quite get the nose authority I needed there, but we'll get him here. By the way, be warned, Jazz, the jet wash that rips the Mirage's wings does the same to the Jeff, I've been told. I see you. I don't see him. That was me that you had locked, by the way.
Yeah, I had to double check. I didn't have the IFFs.
Oh, hang on. What are you in, Trip? Oh, you're in the Jeff as well.
I'm in
Okay,
the
never
17.
mind. That might have been Trip then. Yeah, that's probably Trip. I think I got Trip on me.
Alright, just me and you, babe.
Oh, he got Jazz. Shit, I didn't realise. I was too hung up trying to deal with Tawny. Holy fuck, that thing's agile! Oh. Fucking pucker moment there. I always forget how well the Jeff turns. It doesn't pull alpha worth a damn, but it turns really well. Oh, fuck. Potatoed that shot out. You will not beat me at low speed, son. You will never beat me at low speed.
Damn it.
My skin actually works in this mission. I can't get my liveries to work on my
I lost
end,
you
but it
in the
works
sun.
mission
That
at
was
least.
some good shit, Rob.
Alright, let's go, boys.
I forgot how tight that thing turns. It's vicious, man.
It can dump some speed.
I'm
I'll
on
go
left.
left. I'll go right. I'll go right.
I'll take right.
And you go high guy.
Okay, so I'm on trip. Jazz is on Tawny. See, I came into the merge much faster there, my normal kind of merge speed, and now I do actually have the energy to go over the top, although I still come out much slower than I used to. I prefer a vertical merge just because it means I can keep eyes on them much easier. It's not really an energy or a positioning thing, it's literally just so I can see. But it does confer some other advantages against a lot of people. Oh shit. God, that thing turns well.
Alright, way out trip. One Jeff down.
Can't quite pull his nose there.
Talk to me, Trip.
I'm You know, we're doing the beautiful mirage dance together, right?
Roger. He's on the deck. Oh, yes. Tally.
Behind me now.
There goes Tawny in a massive overshoot.
What
The
the?
patented Tawny overshoot. Oh, but he swung back and got me.
It hits on him. I'm booming
Don't
back
have
up.
real good flight control here. Try and nail Trip quickly before I go down, because I'm gonna die here.
Alright, he's on your 6. Stay evasive. Coming in for another shot.
I think I'm missing my tail or part of it. Something's definitely up with the flight controls. Yeah, there we
More
go.
hits on.
Nice.
How do I get the snake camera on for the?
You go down the bottom right of your where it says Elcos.
It's not what it used to be
right.
like. It used to be
Click that, and then
very
on the
different
right,
to this.
the left side,
Very,
it should
very
come up
different.
with
Oh,
both
yeah.
sides, and you want to go SSLC up there.
Yeah, cheers.
The Mirage used to be able to retain its energy through vertical maneuvers a lot better, and you could also pick it up a lot faster, so I'd dump all my speed and then pick it up suddenly.
Spawning back in.
Ready.
Hang on, we got Badgers in here. He's not on Discord yet. We've got 5 people.
Go back to spectator.
Going back to spectator.
Yeah, everyone go back to spectator. Alright, so because we've got 5 of us, we'll do to make it kind of rotate through. So the losing team, whoever died first of the losing team, rotates out with the spare guy. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
You.
Alright, so Trip and I are still in. And Ross Mum and I think Badger.
Yeah, Badger.
Jump in on 2v2. If you're going to go down to 2v2 red side there, Badger, and take the second slot aircraft of whatever one you want to fly. Otherwise, you'll spawn on top of Ross Mum when you
Trip does a lot of PvP
So you're in
now.
the first F-18, go the second one.
Alright.
And that, so see how it says 2v2 red F-18? There's 3 of them. So take the middle 2v2. Yeah, there you go. It's just the spots you spawn in. Because if you go spot 1, you'll both spawn in the exact same spot, and you'll. Alright. Ready, boys? Everyone ready?
Yep.
Hit the flat.
I'll take right.
I'm on the high left.
Alright, I'm on Hornet.
One of the nice things about the Jeff is it's smoky as fuck, so they're easy to keep eyes on. He says as he loses eyes on it. There it is. It's smoky as fuck, but it's also very small. So it kind of has F5 syndrome where it just vanishes in midair. Oh, uh-oh. I'm a little too slow. If I'd not held the brake as long, I would have been right there. But he's getting slow as well.
Don't help you, Trip.
Alright.
Trip's dead. It's 20 out,
hits
and I'm dead.
Got him. You still up?
No, I'm toast.
Alright, let's reslot. Hit and fly.
Oh, my DCS crashed.
DCS crashed. Jump in, Badger, if Jazz just crashed out. Take it.
Alright.
And then Jazz can just go next one.
Thank you.
I got left.
Alright. You
A
taking
lot
left?
of a lot of practice
Yeah.
with the Mirage's
Right.
guns, so I'm pretty good at just kind of guesstimating where I need to aim with them, whereas with a lot of the other planes I can't do that. Like a lot of my shots with the Mirage, I actually put them under the instrument panel where I can't see them and just kind of use the gun snake and the radar box to guess where they are, and then shoot when it feels right. That's going to be a head-on, I don't want that. Oh shit. Well, that's me dead. Double teamed.
We just killed you.
Fuck, did I shoot the wrong person?
I think you did.
May have, yes.
Oh, the team kill. Oh no. Did you just shoot a Mirage?
Oh shit.
Oh no, Badger. Oh shit. You gotta avenge his death now, Badger.
Okay, I'm going after the ball. Like before, I almost can't shoot. I was chasing you.
Oh shit. Right, I gotta tell him.
Good thing you didn't die effectively then.
might do the MiG-29 next. I kind of feel like that. Not as good with the 29. It gets quite difficult to handle when it gets slow, but I do need practice with it. And it's a really nice plane, so we'll try that.
Yep, behind me.
Behind me or behind me?
He's behind me.
I'm kind of tempted to take my Hornet out, but I don't want to make it too confusing. There's already 2 of them in play. Oh, there goes the jet.
Oh, I'm off the fight.
Ah, shit.
I'm going by pilots.
Wait, is that it?
I know. What happened? Did you just rip your wing off?
No.
Ah, fine.
Ah, bad. I still haven't seen you, but it's hard to spot.
Not as hard as a bloody jet is.
Yeah,
Until it comes out of burner, at least.
Yeah, and a big old smoky breath.
Oh, here's a chance. It's an opportunity for a snapshot there. Might not have had the best lineup for it though. Can't get the advantage in the vertical, this is how he tends to play. He'll take things down to the deck and just turn it into a flat 2-circle fight. So right here, Badger wants to be holding around 360 knots, so he is kind of pulling around actually. 41 got a bit slow too, right now, as it came down. About 360 knots, where the Hornet likes to turn, and just trying to slowly pull around on his tail. And this is pretty much how every Hornet versus Hornet fight ends up, on the deck, circling around each other. Usually in a left-hand turn. Coming through here, he's just not too aggressive on the stick. He's patient, he's coming around. Right here, just a little bit of lead. That looks good. Oh, just missed him. Cycle corrector. Flag. get you to overshoot. He's bleeding energy. Not only is he turning, but he's also flying a longer course because he's snaking back and forth. So by doing so, without dumping too much speed, he can force an overshoot. And then that puts him in a good position to hit his 360 knot two-circle. That's basically how he fights. But Badger's doing a pretty good job of staying with him here. He's just got to get him. He's got to get a couple hits. Oh, something fell off. I hope that bit wasn't important. Like,
that bit's fine. It's the lack of fuel that's the thing.
Doesn't look so fine now.
I lost my fucking fuel, bro. Well, Badger pretty much just wiped the floor with everyone.
Yeah, sorry, my team killed.
Alright, who we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us now. We got 6 people. Pixie's in as well. Alright, so we'll go Pixie and... Actually, no, Badger and Rossmum, Jazz and Pixie. And then me and Troop. Keep... So Pixie and Jazz slot.
Oh, I was going to do the 29, wasn't I? Hang on. Switch plane. Oh, is there no 29 in the 2vs2 slots?
No, I've only got the 27.
Aww.
Let's do 27.
Well, there you go. That's on the to-do list.
And a 21.
Alright, I'm ready.
Ready.
Say when.
Spawning, boys.
Yeah, the 29's a bit more interesting to fly, I think. And faster.
I'll take left.
Copy, I'll take right.
I'm on left.
Simon.
So I wanna... Let's try and kinda pursue him a bit here. See, if I came in with enough smash, I used to be able to keep up with that kind of double Immelman that they do, but not anymore. The Mirage just doesn't have the power to do it now. So I'm going to have to adapt my way of fighting to this because it handles quite a bit differently than it used to. You really don't have the energy to keep up in these tight vertical loops anymore. You've got to find another way to deal with them. It also means that when the fight gets slow, I have a bit more trouble because I can't pick my speed back up as fast as I used to. See, I'm really bleeding here. 200 knots already. I'm not even pulling very hard. But it looks like he's kind of cutting his corner. He's getting a bit cocky, I think. So if he keeps that up, we might be able to make him pay. Here we go. I'm not gaining on him as much as I'd like. I don't really want to cash my chips here in this kind of fight because it's just too risky. I need him to start cutting his corners again, really. See, I just don't have the speed I need to pull the nose for a shot. I used to be able to do it. It'd take me a couple loops, but I used to be able to do it. But here I can't. I just don't have the power. So everyone who whinged about the Mirage being a UFO and the Mirage's flight model being too good and all that can safely shut up now, because it is definitely not as easy as it used to be. Hornets are an actual fight now. They used to be pushovers. Also, my fuel burn rate's been increased, so I'm not going to be able to outstay him fuel-wise probably either. He's realised that's not really working for either of us, so he's going to try something different here. We're going to come off the power and just tickle the brakes so I don't overshoot.
Oh, I pretty much just killed myself, God.
See, it dumps energy really quick and it just doesn't pick it back up.
Done, Jack.
Is there another one?
Yeah, you got Ross Mum and Pixie fighting around somewhere.
There we go! There it is! I forgot I was still in burst mode. It's probably still flying, knowing my luck.
Oh, that looks like there's something.
And I'm on my low fuel warning. Doorbell's going off. They, as well as adjusting the drag modeling, they adjusted the fuel burn rate, so this thing goes through fuel a lot faster now. Especially down low.
Oh, I've lost him.
Yeah, I saw you briefly on the RWR, but I have no idea where you are.
You guys keep your turns going, you'll come back into each other. Head on merge.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Keep turning, keep turning. Pretty much across the circle from...
I feel so low.
Same.
I've lost you. Oh, there you are. Wait, no, I have lost you. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think either of us see each other at all.
No, I saw you.
He's far 6, pull a... Yep, turn, Ross Mum.
Oh, I got you.
Keep turning. See the smoky boy? You turn around onto him now. Alright, you straighten up now, you're going head on, he's above you. To your right slightly. See him?
Yep.
Fight's on!
I really don't have the fuel for this. $230 kilos, will be about 180 now.
One angry Dorito.
Where the fuck did he just go?
Got like no rounds as well.
I just totally lost you against the ground.
Still on you.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
67 rounds.
Thing's fucking invisible, man. Smoky boy.
Fuck, good kill. Engine's gone.
Nice fight.
Saw my life flash before my eyes. I have 80 kilograms of fuel left.
Righto, Trip. Let's go. Alright, restart, boys. Get in there, Trip.
Wasn't I the first one up?
No, we got 2v2 now. It's 3 teams of 2.
Alright. Alright, ready.
Alright, hit and fly.
I'm on the left.
Alright, which one are you taking to?
I got Mirage.
Never mind, I'm on the F-18. Fucking around with him.
Hey, now it's a 3v2?
Oh, I could have
Whoa,
cashed
whoa,
it
whoa!
for
Why
an
we got
opportunity
fucking?
there.
Why is there 5 jets in here? Who the fuck is Toko? Why we got? Who the fuck is Toko?
Missed an opportunity there. I could have kicked a bit of left rudder in and tapped him.
What's going on there?
It's all you, man.
Whiffed it.
Where you at, Trip?
Oh, I got shot down. It's just you.
Well, I got a Hornet up my ass, apparently.
Yeah, we need whoever Badger. Where's Badger going? And Toko. They're not in Discord.
Yeah, I don't know where they went.
Badger and Toko. If you don't get in Discord, you're getting booted.
Hey! That was a bit cheeky. Just handling a little funny, a bit of a left roll tendency. We're mostly okay. don't you flare now. You saw me flare. They're both on me. I think they took the 3 teams to 2 thing to heart. Well, I technically won that. Technically. And if it hadn't been for the second Hornet, I would have got him as well. I'll take the Hornet this time. Do need more practice with it. Oh, I still got Pepe Laugh up. Probably should have switched that around. There we go.
Alright, I'm just waiting for these boys to come in.
Yeah, we are.
Alright, everyone go back to spectators. So see how many we got.
Of course, now
so
I do that.
We're going to do 2v2, and if we've got, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we're going to go 2v2. And the loser of... Fuck, how's this going to work? Or we can do 3v3 even. That's going to be hectic though.
Yeah.
Could also do it 2v2 and then, oh, mind you, it might be too far away. It might fuck the server up. I was going to say have a 1v1 running somewhere else.
Hmm. I know, where'd Taco go?
I'll stay.
Oh, you're in a slot. Right, gotcha.
Oh, actually, I'll just jump in quickly. Did not realize I was in a slot, my bad. I'm just,
The way we'll work it is we'll go 2v2. And then the loser of whoever dies first, or the team that loses and the first one that dies, that team will be replaced by the odd one out that's not in a team, if that makes sense. So we'll go Rossmum and... Who was your partner, Rossmum?
For that last one?
Is it Badger?
Badger,
yeah,
I think.
Badger. So Rossmum and Badger jump in, and then me and Trip just died. So then we'll go Pixie and Jazz jump in, and then it'll be... Did you die before me, Trip, or did I die first?
Trip died first.
Trip died first.
Yeah, I
right,
did die first.
So then next fight, it'll be whoever loses, me and Taco will jump in, and then Trip will join the team that loses this fight next. Make sense?
Yep.
The first one that was shot down on the losing team switches.
Yep, gets replaced. Alright, so Pixie and... Who's Pixie's partner?
Me.
Jazz, yep.
Jazz,
Alright,
yeah.
so when you're ready, boys, go, go, go.
Ready.
Alright, I'm in.
Alright, let's go, boys. Fight song.
I'll take her.
I'm on low. I think he's gone for the low one. Who is now the high one. Yeah, we're both on the same guy. Just have to watch out for that Jeff. Way too slow. I've screwed myself over totally there. Okay, now I'm on the... Wait. No, that's a Hornet.
Oh, down. Eyes on a Hornet. I think that's you, Pixie, though. Are you defensive, Pixie?
Tony, how do we host now?
Host a server.
Just on Twitch.
Oh, I just think you press /host, I think, and then just type in my name. That's how it works for raid.
Yeah, that's what I thought it worked, but it's not letting me do it.
Strange.
Well, it's pretty bad for me here. 2 versus 1 in Jet I'm not really familiar with.
Lost visual. Fuck.
Way fast. Way fast. Yeah, and that's me done. I'm toast.
Are you down, Pixie?
Who just got shot then?
Me.
Alright, so Pixie and Jazz are left.
Okay, so is there one more alive? I'm confused.
No.
Yep. Yeah.
No. We both got
Oh
shot
no,
down.
Pixie and Jazz. Alright.
Okay.
You boys win. Alright, so whoever died first out of Ross, Mum, and
Yeah, it was me, Badger.
Badger. So Trip, you're going to join Ross, Mum in the next one, and then it's going to be myself and Toko in. To go red side, Toko.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Roger.
Sorry, man. I was trying to give you a host on Twitch, but for some reason,
Being weird,
I
eh?
can't figure it out. Nah, I tried with the bloody square brackets. I copy pasted your name. I typed your name with capital sensitivity. All that blah blah blah. Wouldn't let me.
Crazy.
I'm gonna fly a Hornet. That's cool.
Yeah, man. Yep. Just jump down. Yep. All right. Everyone's good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hit and fly.
Don't know why I said I'm good. I'm waiting.
I think Pixie and Jazz are both on the second.
Really? I think we're alright. Seems to be alright.
2 of them
I wonder
still.
if this lets me do the GoPro view.
Copy. I'll take that.
What's that left?
It's too twitchy. What I'm trying to do is get the camera placed right behind the tail, but it's way too sensitive. So then I can basically do this. There we go. Except we can't see shit because there's nothing on the screens from the third person model.
Right, you got Horno. Jing, 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 jing.
Oh, good hits, good hits. Still down. Yeah. Oh, good hits.
Coming out of me, mate.
Patsy and a Pixie.
Alright.
Still me, is it?
Me versus the Jeff.
Well then, Dave.
Should be interesting. I've fought these things, but I've never actually spectated one while I was engaging somebody before.
Don't you do it.
Uh-oh. 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 Nice reversal. His timing's a little off with his shot, so...
Oh, sex.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jesus. See, Jeff really doesn't like pulling alpha. Certainly compared to the Hornet, it just can't. So when he gave away his tail there, but Jazz is really quite slow. So Tawny's probably going to go to his 2-circle game here and either try and get Jazz to stall out into the dirt, or run out of fuel, or he's going to circle around and gun him. Right here. Yeah, there it goes. Jazz is not looking quite so healthy anymore.
Trim galore, dude. Holy fuck.
Right here's a good chance. There it is. Rake him from one end to the other.
Good fights, man.
You too.
Alright, so who's in next? Rossmum and...
It's me and Ross.
And Taco back in, mate. Let's rumble!
Tell me when to press fly.
Jump back in, Taco. We're still going.
Copy. Just trying to figure out why. Is this with you again?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Alright, everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hitting flat.
I'll take right.
Taco's got right. Okay. Check out the high one.
Right, I'll go low.
They're both high.
Got one on me.
One's turning on me, so...
On your tail?
Hey, he's got one on your 6 now. I'm going to Joe's.
Nah.
Copy, I've got the 7.
We're Russian camouflage hornets.
You good, Ross?
Kinda, sort of. I think I'm on Tawny, but it could go either way at the moment.
Someone smoking.
Hit the 17, it's smoking.
Copy.
Well, control. I'm
I'll
out.
try and keep him in a nice tunnel.
Yep, copy. I want his... Ding ding.
Fuck, I nearly had the foresight on him, but I fucked it up.
I was about to say, yeah, if you can pull him down, that'd be great. Jink.
God, this thing's fucking rudder wobble is so obnoxious.
Flare. 106.
Oh my god! Oh, that was so close.
He's dead, he's dead.
Nice.
Thanks for getting him up.
The fucking tail wag on this thing needs fixing, like, right now.
Man,
it's so bad.
crazy, hey?
So bad. I missed so many opportunities on you for that shit.
And it's random.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Sometimes it'll kick in and sometimes it doesn't. So.
I heard they fixed it on the Viper, but I haven't tried it yet.
Alright, so who died first out of
The radar gun sight's annoying, but I can
DCS?
live with that. It's the tail wag that fucks me up.
Oh,
Alright, so who's
Like,
in
when the radar gun sight's jumping around, I just try and mentally
It's
block
still
it
me
out,
and
and I look
Taco
at the foresight instead.
versus... I can't remember who died out of Pixie and whoever Pixie's teammate was.
I think Pixie died first.
First.
Right. I think that's right.
To World War II gyro. Well, yeah, but the MiG-21 has one of those.
Right.
It's fucking useless
So
in that
who we
thing.
got? Pixie, sorry, Jazz, and who's the other one? Fuck, this is doing my head in this fucking set.
I'm confused.
Well, how about we do this? Now that we're fucking all got our eyes in, how about we do 3 versus 3, loser team, whoever died first rotates out, and one person sits.
Yeah,
That way it's
sure.
less fucking complicated.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna be hectic, but it'll look cool. Alright. So I'll sit the first one out. I don't want to watch this shit. So you boys all jump in. And then I'll take the loser slot.
Like a 27
of
out.
whoever died. The boys!
The boys. Aussie 1-1, Aussie 1-2, we got this. Hey, Badger.
Yeah, that
This
bull.
is gonna be a clusterfuck. I'm so bad at
I'm
not
glad
fighting
we
the
found
27.
your stream. We were just strolling through Twitch and we saw this and we thought, stuff it. We want to go have some BFM.
Get in there. Alright, boys, spawn in. Alright, Jazz is in, Trip's in, Pixie's. And the boys are in.
I have no HUD.
Everyone,
Like,
give it time, bro.
no HUD. Yeah, but in this thing, which I was just flying.
I'll take left. Bottom left.
Sweet.
Ah, for some reason I spawned with my
Take left.
electrics off.
Alright, there's 3. I got the one that's smoking badge.
I'm gone.
26. Oh, that was a close match.
Fuck.
It's gonna be epic.
I got 2 on me.
Alright, I got
27.
support in the SU.
Flanky boy.
I just got hit.
Badger. Flat.
I don't need it doesn't set up flares.
Ah, you gotta go hit override. Down block, so I can stick.
How do you get back?
One's on my sick.
Jazz. Where's the 27s out already?
badge, one's right on the 6 now, one's on the 6 high. But it's a hot line. Got it, one. Got one pulling on my 6 badge, in front of me now.
Oh yeah, I see.
One pulling on the side. Yeah, this is J70, he's turning like it's crazy.
Yeah, we're sliding on the 6 now. Shit, is that you? Wait.
No.
Are you going straight vertical?
Negative. I'm following the 7.
It's interesting. The JF-17, when it turns hard, drops the leading edge slats, but the flaps don't come down. So I wonder if you get a little bit more out of it if you manually drop a little bit of flap.
Oh, I'm dead. Good kill.
What is it now, like a 2v2?
Trips wobbling all over the place.
Yeah, 2v1 turret. Yeah, yeah, 17.
Looks like he's struggling a bit. If he's got some flight control damage, or if he's just like if the aircraft's not happy about the speed he's flying it at, or what? Oh my god. Jesus.
The snapshot.
That was nearly more than a snapshot. I think nose was touching him.
I'm down.
Alright, so who died first in that fucking
Me, I think.
gang?
It was a person, I think it was an SU-20.
Yeah, that's me.
Alright, so Pixie, Trip and Jazz stay in, and then
Both
looks like we got the 3 Hornets. Alright, everyone's ready to reslot?
Yeah.
Wait, that's gonna fuck me, isn't it? Put it to...
Alright,
Yeah, fly.
ready? Hit and fly.
There we go. 3 Hornets.
Oh, that's it, they're all lines.
I'm guessing we're going for the...
Right, I got logo.
Copy. I got high left. Take it.
I got left.
I got high right.
Edge.
Supersonic through the merge. Jesus.
One dude's going vertical.
Someone's smoking.
Oh, there's
Crap, I got 2 of them on my 6.
No.
Someone just take a shot.
Yeah.
Can you take a snapshot of the Hornet?
17.
too much lead there, Jess. Just a little.
One down.
I don't even know.
Down below us, over the top of the airbase, there's smoke trails.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Never mind.
Good. I don't see the jet. You getting a lock line?
Yeah, there's one on my 6.
seems like it's going to be kind of like the Mirage, where if it's head on to you, you can't see it.
Yeah, that again, Tucker?
Until he turns his lights on.
Okay, alright, tally.
Oh, maybe that's the blue one.
I don't think so. I think it's just me and you left.
Oh, yes.
I'll be right jet. I'll be right jet.
Come on, you.
Hold on, definitely on the 17th after 14th.
That was wild. The Hornet came in with too much speed.
So the blue Hornets are red. Yeah.
Yep, blue Hornets are red, yep. Grey Hornets, blue team. Alright, pull on a jet's ass.
That's great.
Brevity.
Yeah,
Oh god, is it just me?
No, there's 4 of us in here. Alright.
This is really something to watch. Here comes Trip. I think that's Trip anyway.
Alright, good job. Jeff's on my ass.
I've got one on my sector.
Here it comes. Come on, Trip. Come on.
Alright, I'm going high. I'm going high. I don't think he's got the end. No, he's pulled out. Come back down. Yeah, Roger, I'm going for the slow
Another
one.
near bit out there.
Reckon.
This will be end of Trip. Yep.
Got him.
Actually, I think that's Jazz, maybe.
Alright, coming to you.
Yeah, that was Jazz. Trip's still up.
Turn.
He did.
Shit, that thing can turn. Yeah, nice, good. Alright, he's starting to bleed speed massively.
Yeah, come on, 3 shot.
Just think of it as a F5 on steroids.
Yeah, nice.
Hazel.
Oh, good hits.
Good stuff,
He's
mate.
still up, I think. He's still up.
That's
finish him up.
Or maybe not.
Alright, come back in.
Splash.
Nice. Good fights, boys. Fucking hell, that was hectic.
Now I see what you mean about the gun. Holy shit.
Yeah, it shoots way low, huh?
Yeah, it's that MiG-21. Fuck.
Oh, it's mounted on the belly. You guys are probably used to guns mounted on the
Alright,
shoulder.
so hang on. Everyone go back to spectators now. I think we've got enough for 3. Yeah, we got enough for 3 teams of 3 now because we got Lumber and Gypsy, Tomcat driver in.
Yeah, definitely 2v2 is better. That 3v3 was hectic.
Yeah. So what do we want to do? Want to do 2v2s or 3v3?
I don't mind.
Twos,
We'll
I
go
reckon.
I'll vote
2
Well,
is probably easy.
yeah, 3s is fun, but it's just like fucking wild.
That's what BFM is. It's a
That's true.
knife fight on the phone, but
Communication.
The one thing
teamwork
I don't
makes
do.
the fucking dream work.
Sure does.
Nice.
And it helps if you're all the same aircraft.
Oh, I'll go with Badger then. We'll set out the round, watch you guys go, and we'll take on the winners. Badger, get out.
Alright, so we'll go Lumber, Gypsy, and who was the one who died? I think it might have been, who was the last? Who was sitting that out?
I sat that one out.
Oh, what a team. And Rossmum.
Tempted to go Mirage, but I'll go Hornet again, I think.
Alright, so Rossmum, you're in with Lumber and Gypsy. And then we won that last one, didn't we?
Yep.
Alright, we'll go in as Hornets. And then we got Pixie, Jazz, and Trip.
Like, I'd love to fly the Tomcat with him and have 3 Tomcats, but I'm nowhere near good enough.
You got that
for
by
plane.
luck.
Nowhere near good enough.
I'm gonna go with nice communication, good flying skills, and bullets in your way.
Sorry, are we on red with you?
Also, since I'm
so
on
Badger
blue,
and
I don't
Tucker
have my
coming
Mirage
I'll
skin
be,
on blue, it's
joining
only
in,
on
yeah.
red, so I'm gonna stick to the Hornet here.
Mother.
So then we'll have Trip, Jazz, and Pixie. They're going to be the next team in.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you want to pause it for the slow
pause.
cats to load in? Okay.
Server is paused. So jump in, Taco.
So this is a 3v3?
Yep, 3v3. Server is paused, everyone just load in. And once the Tomcats have rendered their fucking textures in, I'll unpause.
I'm good. Umber probably has a better PC than. Alright, I am in the pit.
This is a mixture.
Alright, so everyone go to Just Fly. It's paused right now, so everyone spawn in. Badger and Toko, you in?
Okay. Badger push stop.
I'm in.
Alright, hitting pause. Let's go, boys. Game. Alright, so we've got 2 Tomcats and a Hornet, boys. That's our targets. 1 grey Hornet with a blue Hornet.
Let's get that Hornet first.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Alright, Ross. I got my.
Okay, top Tom.
I'll be middle one. Merged.
Oh, wing rip!
Holy! Do we have a
that?
there?
We just had a collision.
Someone collide? Who hit me?
Yep.
I don't know. I was
That's
just
one way to
looking at the fuck.
Who's going down with me?
The FA team.
Yeah. We had a. Yeah, on.
Okay. Okay.
Got 1 cat contrailing.
I'm on the cat low. Don't know what the Hornet
shit.
is.
I was following you. My bad. Oh, yep. I see the cat low. I'll support until the other cat comes down. I can't go up there. Oh, yep.
There's
See.
one on the cat left. I'm on the Tomcat. Oh, Hornet.
Don't know where you're.
I'm on a cat low. Yeah, kitty. On a 6.
Oh shit. Alright, breaking off. Hornets on me.
Fuck it off. Oh!
Alright, I'm Hornet 6.
Copy. Still with the cap.
We got Rob.
We were over the lake. Enemy Hornets flaring.
Copy.
We're flying over red smoke now, heading out to the south. Alright, got hits on Hornet.
I'm trying to get this cap, but the cheek like that's
He's a sneaky boy. Alright, Hornet's dead. Where you at?
I'm still with the cap flaring hot. 25.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've
yeah, see flare, see flare. Alright, tally on cat.
Sorry.
Sonic, I'll be there in 30 seconds. Coming for you, Lumber.
I believe in you, Lumber.
Thanks, Brett.
I should have believed harder and not. We're past that now.
Take shots.
Alright. 20 minute left turn.
Slow.
Try good.
Yep. If you pull your notes down now, start on your 626. Firing.
Get ready to jink.
Lumber, you fucking.
Had no rounds anyway.
Lumber with the clutch.
Turn your auto throttle off.
I was on that Tomcats for about 3 minutes with no rounds. Someone took a shot at me and killed my guns.
Alright, Lumber and the boys stay in, and we got Trip, Jazz, and Pixie. Red.
Yeah, bad.
Get in there. Alright, when you're ready, boys. Hit
I'm
that
ready.
fly. Alright, go in, boys. Alright. Tomcats are almost in. Just waiting on Gypsy to spawn in. You should be right, just keep going.
Always takes me the second go around. It's pretty slow as well.
God damn, they're huge.
I'll take the Mirage.
For a cat.
I'm in. I'm far behind.
No, you're not. We just merged. I'm on your 6 half mile. Mirage is friendly.
Mirage.
I got a Hornet coming my 6. He's high above me. Your 6. My flare.
Okay, Roger. Got you inside.
He's high above. I got something my 6, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff is on your 6. He's fired now.
Oh, good stuff, Mirage.
Jeff broke off low.
Roger, I'm still on him. Got a Hornet my 7 o'clock high. I'm on the deck with the Jeff.
Okay, I just crossed.
2 cats on my 12.
Okay, I'm supporting you. Come off if you need.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot here and then you got it.
Defensive. 2 cats.
Good hit something. Okay, I'm off, you got it.
He's good.
Keep him tied.
He's pointed.
Okay.
Alright, he went back up.
Nose high. I'll re.
He's out of speed. Watch for that Hornet. Looks clear so far.
Don't have the Hornet in sight.
Jeff's dead.
Yeah.
Good shooting.
Ross, where you at? I got smoke. North side. That's Ross. Ross is flaring. White smoke north of Anapa. Right turn.
Okay, I got the bandit. He's on a left-hand turn coming down towards the red smoke. He's less than 2 miles now.
Yeah, I just merged.
Okay, he's fast.
Yeah, he's going back up. Looks like no, he's continuing right turn with Ross. Alright, Ross is offensive. Alright, he's climbing north of Anapa.
Oh, you, Ross, we'll just support here. Okay, I'm extending. I'm just gonna let you guys burn his energy and I'll keep him boxed in from the...
Okay, I'm gonna take the next shot. Port is down. Did you just shoot?
Maybe.
Oh, you took my burger cans out. What is this? Ross's defense. Yep. Oh, there's the compressors.
Good. Sorry about that, Lumber. You crossed literally right in front of me. I had no idea where you were, and then you flashed across my nose as I pulled the.
Alright, Badger and Toko.
I just have to keep you on your toes.
Just gotta make it easier for the competition. Alright, boys, I gotta get to work. Pitch it.
Get Lumber.
Take it easy, brother. Is, Rossmom's gone?
I'm ready.
Where'd Rossmom go?
I guess he left. I don't know. I didn't hear much from him that time. I'm not sure if he.
I think he's having
still in Discord.
technical difficulties.
Yes, Ross, your mic is dead. You've been silent for a while.
Alright. We'll just fill the slots then. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There's 8 of us now. We'll do 2v2s again.
Okay.
What the fuck just happened there? That was really odd. I don't know how long it's been out for, but like this is my webcam microphone, so it's not like it came unplugged. I have no idea why it wasn't working. But it certainly explains why no one was rushing to save me from that Hornet. So anyway, I'm gonna call it there, and probably have something to eat, maybe have a bit of a nap, and then get ready for work. Thanks for watching, guys. I think I'll send you all over to Tawny, and I will catch you probably Sunday my time. There we go, that should be all set up. Hey Steve, you came in just as I was jumping off. I'm gonna send you guys over to Tawny. We're just doing some BFM there. Alright, that should be ready to go through just about. So yeah, I will see you guys probably Sunday, and hopefully we'll get some more BFM in. Catch you later.